Hi guys, welcome back to my Brave XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Fei. So let's start from his normal form. Same like Graph, his normal form may be not important at all. Sure, he has amazing passives like 200% Demon and 350% Machine Killer, but he doesn't have anything damaging. Okay, like Graph. For Graph, at least he able to deal like 900 times damage per turn, but for Fei, the best he can do is Absolute Mirror of Equity Chain with triple cast. He can deal like 450 times damage per turn with 130% in peril, and that's it. Okay, nothing special, right? And he can support a little bit with his Big Bang or whatever, Super Dispel every 3 turns, so quite nice if you need Super Dispel on all enemies. But yes, that's it, nothing special. So if you can, then you want to use this form as a defensive form. Okay, let's say the enemy gonna unleash some powerful elemental attack, you can stay on this form to take no damage first. After that, when you are ready, go into Brave Shift form. But you will see later that on Brave Shift form, he need 1 turn to do a setup. Okay, and his limit burst, it is not great at all. Sure, it imperil, let's say 6 elements, but not any of the elements he can use. Okay, so sure, he can use dark, but he can imperil dark better on his Brave Shift form. So really, normal form is kinda useless. So let's take a look on Brave Shift form. So for Brave Shift form, he is exactly like Graph. Okay, very insane character, very powerful. Okay, he can easily reach 10,000 attacks. So my Fei, I have X+3 Fei, and by using Graph Vision card and Trust Master reward, my Fei reached, let's say, like 11,000 attack stats. Yes, it is even higher than my own Graph. Okay, very amazing. And on this form, he can do 85% defense break, which is a little bit useful if you don't bring defense breaker to your party. And on normal ability, he can still chain with Mirror of Equity. But that's it, nothing special. The damage is only 72 times and it's locked to either dark or light element. Okay, that's it. But this doesn't mean he is bad, okay, because on this form, the strongest attack comes from his limit burst. And yes, I can say that you need to make him at least into X+2, but I really recommend you to make him into X+3, okay, to get the extra attack boost. It's totally worth it, but on X+2, it is the absolute minimum, because on X+2, you get cooldown ability that gonna increase your limit burst damage by 120 times. It is not a passive, it is cooldown ability. So yes, you need to waste 1 turn to use this, okay? But it also increased 30% dark damage, which is useful for your limit burst, okay? The main problem for Fei is he doesn't have self limit burst damage buff. So for, let's say, Sephiroth or other premium, at least they can buff themselves with 150% or 250%, but for Fei, he needs to rely from others. But that's okay, especially if you have Roka, and I believe veteran players, at least they have Cetra Descendant Aerith, who can buff his limit burst damage by 300%. And talking about limit burst, his limit burst is totally insane, because I can say he is the best physical finisher for NVA, and you will see later that he kinda rival or even beat legendary hero Sephiroth. And yes, without damage buff, his limit burst only deal 180 times, which is great, but nothing special, okay? Because if you remember, star player Tidus deal 240 times. But with this X+2 ability, you deal 300 times, higher than star player Tidus. That's why I said you must make him into X+2, okay? And like you can see that he can deal like 2,100 times damage modifier with 600% limit burst damage buff, of course, okay? And yes, the best part is the limit burst crystals is low, only 36. So with limit burst fill rate buff and some powerful chainer on your party, I can say that you can cast this maybe almost every turn. Okay, this is really important because remember the duration is only 4 turns like Graph. Okay, so that's how to use the Brave Shift form. Now let's compare him to other characters. So if you compare him with Sephiroth, of course, again, same like Graph, he has much higher attack stats compared to Sephiroth. Okay, this is really insane because, like I said, he is free until X+1 and Sephiroth is premium unit. Okay, so yes, like I have said this too before, my Fei X+3 reached 11,500 attack, and I have Sephiroth, and my X+2 Sephiroth only has like 6,800. Yes, the best I can do maybe about 7,000, but that's it. Okay, so Fei is insanely crazy, guys. Really crazy characters. And yes, the damage modifier is also better, I can say, and easy. Because remember, Fei can easily reach 300 times damage modifier simply using hyper mode cooldown ability. But Sephiroth, he needs to use stack. Okay, and hopefully the enemy doesn't die at that time. Okay, because remember, we need to score as high damage as possible on today's content. And yes, Fei is quite tanky on Brave Shift form, but again, Sephiroth is also very tanky because remember, he has high physical evasion, and because he can equip armor, then it's really easy to make him into having, let's say, 100% physical evasion. So that's one Sephiroth good. Okay, and yes, this is based on my own experiment. Okay, I don't mean to do this to say that Fei is more powerful than Sephiroth, but in my case, he is better. But yeah, what I really want to say is take a look here. My Fei limit burst damage. Okay, on the first turn, I use his limit burst immediately. The Brave Shift form, I mean, okay? It deals 4.2 billion. And with hyper mode, it deals 9.9 billion. I believe it exceeds 9.9 billion, but the game maximum damage is here. Okay, and I use training dummy. Okay, so yes, this is great. And my Sephiroth with 6,800 attack. His normal form limit burst deals 5 billion. So you may say, oh, you just say Fei is better than Sephiroth, but this Sephiroth deals more damage. Remember that Sephiroth normal form limit burst imperil katana and gives him limit burst damage buff. And remember, it also has higher damage modifier, 200 times versus 180 times. So let's say if you bring LB buffer, okay, 150%, then Fei is better. Okay, and for Brave Shift limit burst Sephiroth, after using it 2 times, it deals 8.7 billion. And for Fei, hyper mode, 9.9 billion. And remember, this 8.7 billion also get 150% limit burst damage because I used this after using Sephiroth normal form limit burst. But for Fei, 9.9 billion without LB damage buff. Okay, so Fei is insanely powerful, guys. Okay, remember, like I said, I don't mean to say that Fei is better than Sephiroth. Even on my case, yes, he is better, but some of you gonna argue with me. Oh, I have Sephiroth with 8,000 attack on X+3, blah 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 blah, and equip here, your Sephiroth is noob, not well optimized. Yes, maybe that's correct, okay? But again, the thing I want to say here is, my Fei doesn't equip anything expensive. Same for my Sephiroth. Okay, basically it is not cheap equipment, but it's also not expensive. It's not like Neo Vision, STMR or whatever. But the point here is Fei able to deal better damage than Sephiroth. And you all may argue, oh, but your Fei is X plus 3, Sephiroth is X plus 2. That's not fair. Again, remember, Sephiroth is premium, Fei is free until X plus 1. So I again want to ask you, which fragment easier to obtain, especially at this point? Okay, so my point here is not to badmouth Sephiroth, but for you, okay, for you who doesn't have Sephiroth and want to have powerful dark finisher, Fei is insanely worth the price. Okay, and yes, the most important thing is my suggestion, make him into X plus 3. He is darn powerful. Okay, so that's for the comparison, my conclusion for Fei. So in my eyes right now, Fei is probably the best NVA unit at this point, okay? Because yes, I know star player Tidus is flexible, and with Typhus STMR, he also able to reach 300 times damage modifier. But remember, star player Tidus, I don't think he can reach that 11,000 attack stats like Fei. Okay, but yes, Fei is, let's say, like the freemium Sephiroth, not premium Sephiroth. Okay, really, I totally recommend him to X plus 3, totally worth the price. I give him, let's say, 10 out of 10. Really, really good characters, really surprising. I don't think this kind of unit gonna be this powerful and broken. Okay, and very simple to use, simply use his Breath Shift Limit Burst, and that's it. Okay, so one thing I want to talk is, yes, his Limit Burst has multiple hits, but the last hit deal the most damage, so I don't think that's a huge problem. And yes, if you use Aurel Ray, Stardust Ray chain, maybe it's not that big deal. Okay, maybe you can chain all the attacks sequence. Okay, and yes, the downside, it is locked to dark, but again, all the premium finisher are also locked to certain element, right? So yeah, the Trustmaster and STM are nothing special, but the character himself is pretty good. Okay, so really guys, if you cannot get Graph ID, then I still totally recommend you to get this. Okay, sure, you gonna lose, let's say, 1000 attack because you don't equip Vision card and the Trustmaster reward, but still, he gonna be really powerful. Okay, so I think that's all you need to know about Fei. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Private Views guide. Bye bye guys.